T here, and welcome back to another Let's Play. Today I'm going to be playing Become Elite, Chapter 10, The Mystery of William Blend. Good morning, my lady. Good morning, William. So I've made the decision to investigate what happened to Uncle Gordon. But now the question is, should I really keep this a secret from Will? I mean, he should be the person you should be asking about this, considering he is the only one who keeps saying it was an accident, while the rest have their own suspicions. Is something wrong, my lady? What? Why? Perhaps I'm just imagining things, but you seem a bit unhappy this morning. Depressed, perhaps? If there's something bothering you, then please tell me. No, nothing's bothering me. But my lady, your behavior suggests otherwise. Yeah, the food. It's too good for me. I don't get as many opportunities to exercise now, and well, I'm starting to gain weight. In that case, I'll talk to Mrs. Biscuit and suggest that she includes some more healthy options for you. Right, good idea, thank you. Okay, I think I maybe managed to fool him. I highly doubt, but we never know. Still, I'd better hurry up and finish breakfast as fast as possible before I say something to make him suspicious. Well, no time to waste. My lady, you must be more gentle when handling your teacup. How many times have I told you to be careful not to make any noise? When you set it down in your saucer, it should be silent. Sorry, I guess I wasn't thinking. I'll be more careful next time. Not good at hiding feelings there, sweetheart. Thank you. I trust that I can take you at your word when you say that. William might know something about what happened, something he's kept from me. Still, he's not a bad person. He's not a bad person, right? He couldn't be. We'll have tomato omelets this morning. My lady, would you care for one? I'd like cake, jumbo biscuits, or custard pudding. It's breakfast time, my lady. We serve only items that are appropriate for breakfast. I don't think that's okay, you know what? Never mind. But I love singing so much, William, and I feel like I could just have a little something sweet. Batters eyelashes at him. It would give me the energy I need to work hard for the rest of the day. I'm afraid you'll just have to wait until tea time. We must take your health into consideration. Also, you mustn't forget that Mrs. Biscuit put a lot of thought into your meal plan. She wanted to please you. Well, I'm not pleased. It's clear that William cares about me and he wants to do what's best for me. You know what? I'm sure I can trust him. Maybe I should stop keeping secrets from him and just tell him what's going on. Listen, William, I'd actually like to talk to you about Uncle Gordon. Good morning. Lord Bandini, what a pleasant surprise. Good morning. Hello, sorry for stopping by so early. Mr. McQueen, welcome. What are you doing here? We didn't have advised me to... I don't believe you, Honey Rose. How could you have forgotten? The three of us agreed yesterday that we were getting together, remember? To relax and have a little chat and stop ratting us out. Is also trying to tell me that I need to play along right now? Yeah, he is. Is this true, my lady? You have plans? Yeah. Yeah, we did make plans. I'm sorry, William. I completely forgot. Would it be possible to move some things around in my schedule today? Yes, we don't have any guests coming for tea time, so that wouldn't be a problem. Alright, Rosa, I think you're satisfied now? Well then, we'll go ahead and borrow the lady of the house for a bit, if you don't mind. I'll go ahead and chat with Rosa and John. I'll go ahead and chat with Bruce and John up until it's time for my lesson. Very well, my lady. You took me completely by surprise throwing it up and around like that. Yeah, sorry about that, but thank you so much for playing along. I'm sorry, Amy, but I suppose we did put a bit of pressure on you there. You think? Yes, you did. What would you have done if I haven't gone along with your story, Now, don't be angry. We've got a good reason for showing up to shut you up. It's about the investigation. We have something to report. Yeah, we decided we'd get started sooner rather than later, so we asked a few questions. So, what exactly did you find out? First, we went everyone to Scotland Yard and asked an acquaintance of mine there to review findings of the investigation. What he told me was quite shocking. After the initial finding that the death was an accident, they didn't do any more investigating at all. What? What do you mean? I thought you said that you asked William to have them investigate what happened. I did ask William to do that, but there was no record that he ever asked Scotland Yard to look into what happened. William is a consummate professional. You won't find a better butler, and then in this case, he didn't do what he was ordered to. I can't imagine that he misheard Rosa or that was some sort of mistake on his part. I have to think that he intentionally ignored Rosa's request. Why, though? I don't believe it. So then I tried to do some digging into his personal history. William, sorry. And it turns out that he's a complete mystery. There's no information on him to the point that it's suspicious. What? No information, really. Nothing at all. Not even the pixel's birth, where you worked before coming here. Nope, nothing. We looked for information that should be available about anyone. Anyone who hasn't made a concerted effort to hide the past, that is. But we found no record of him anywhere. There's nothing at all until suddenly he shows up as a member of the staff here at the estate. Then, in almost no time at all, he shoots up through the ranks until he's land steward. And that is in spite of how young he is, and the fact that we're not even sure if there was any other butlers in his family. Don't you think that's odd? Odd, huh? Neither Rosa nor John will say it outright, but they think William is suspicious, don't they? Yeah. That would make someone suspicious. We'll be picking up today where we left off last time in our discussion of the Angleton family history. Oh, hi, Lawrence. It's been a while. Oh, God. My lady, I haven't even begun my lecture. It's a bit too early to be heaving such a big sigh. Well, excuse me. Sorry. Go ahead. I promise I'm paying attention. No, you're not. No, it's fine. We can stop here. If you're not interested in hearing what I have to say, then you can work on this instead. Introduction to Philosophy? Oh, dear Lord. Apparently, Lord Gordon read this cover to cover when he was even younger than you are now. I understand that it left a great impression on him. You're to read this and write a report on it, which you will then, in turn... Sorry about that. You are to read this and write a report on it, which you will then return it to me. Then turn in to me. Wait, what? You're joking, right? For starters, this book is way too thick for being an introduction to anything. I'm not interested in hearing complaints. Get to work. Ugh. This is boring. What did you say? It's boring. I think this book is likely to put me to sleep before I can get through another 3 pages. You have to maintain your focus. I see you fall asleep. If I see you fall asleep, I'll wake you immediately, and I won't be gentle about it. I don't believe you. That's it. I can't take it anymore. I just can't do it today. I can't focus. Come on, there's something else. Something else I'm learning. I suppose you leave me with no choice. You have to want to learn. No one can force knowledge into that head of yours. And I suppose you won't get any much out of this experience if you're only doing it because I told you to. Fine, just for today. Yay! So you actually can be reasonable sometimes. Wow. Well, indeed. Quiet. So, is there anything you particularly want to do? Oh, damn it. This is what I get for spending so much, huh? Every once in a while, you just want to sit around, just sit around and do absolutely nothing. Like, nothing at all. What I'm trying to say is that I want to be lazy. Sort of like a sloth. That isn't sort of the attitude that you should have. It's unbecoming. Well, whatever. I'm tired, okay? And who on earth could actually admit to wanting to be sloth-like? Me. Oh, well, yeah, me, exactly. I see. Well, you have a lot of nerve saying something like that to me right now, considering I'm actually trying to do my job, which is to teach you. Perhaps what you need is to be whipped into shape, giving a permanent change in attitude. Actually, you know what? Never mind. Just pretend I never said anything, okay? Alright then, is there something else you'd like to do? Good question, I didn't mention it. Maybe I should ask Lawrence what he knows about what happened to Uncle Gordon. Wait, no, I shouldn't ask about Uncle Gordon, I should ask about William. Yay, finally. Hey, what do you know about William? About Mr. Bland, why are you interested in him? What's with that? I mean, don't you think he's a little too perfect? It's sort of like he has no flaws at all. Considering you don't work with him, I figured you might know things about him that I don't. I suppose I do, sure. But even in private, Mr. Blend is a model of perfection. I've never seen him make a mistake, and I've never seen him get agitated or lose focus. Okay then. Do you know anything about his past? His past? Now that you mention it, I suppose he's never spoken to me about his family or where he's from. Even so, there's nothing particularly odd about that. Anyway, what I want to know is, um, what's wrong? What do you want to know? Do you do you really find Mr. Blend so fascinating? What, you jealous? Yeah, I really do. What you gonna do about it? I mean, there's nothing William can do. Nothing he isn't good at. I want to know what he does. If you're hoping to be like him someday, don't bother. That's one thing that's guaranteed never to happen. Oh, shut up. William isn't the only person I'm curious to know more about, though. I'd also like to know more about you. Please, there's no need to pretend that you find me interesting. Come on, Lawrence, don't be a child. You have to admit, we've never really talked about our private lives. Now, have we? Our private lives. What do you like to do for fun? Oh, and don't say reading books. I already know about that. Then I have to stay reading the newspaper, and then I like to read about current events, as well as anything that falls into category of nonfiction. Actually, I always read the paper before bed, and when there's a crime or unsolved case that piques my interest, occasionally I'll investigate it to see what I can find. Really? Sometimes an old case no one remembers will suddenly end up being solved later on. If you take that time to look at the facts of a case, at what happened and when, you'll make some surprising discoveries, and you can see how things are connected. It's really quite interesting. Yeah, that sounds like something a detective would do. I bet there have been times when you guess at what happened, and later on you find Sorry about that. Find out what that you are right, huh? Sometimes it's not as if this is some sort of game for me. I don't do all that reading because I'm hoping to get the guess right. No one is going to pat me on the head if I do. Just a sec. No one's going to pat me on the head if I do. Ugh, are you capable of holding a conversation without insulting? Of course, you're just a special case, my lady. I'll excuse you. Well, that's one way you don't want to be special. Anyway, what else do you like to do? Well, I also like researching the history of the Antel family. Reading the journals of the family elves, learning about the family tree. I also find it interesting to learn about how the family's land grew and changed. Huh. It sounds as if you find all of this pretty boring. You probably think it's a rather useless hobby. But because I'm interested in this sort of thing, I ended up wanting to learn about you long before we ever met. Wait, really? You did? You did? I did. I knew it wasn't proper to ask Lord Gordon about such private matters, but I did anyway. I asked him what had happened to Madame Jane, and they wanted to record it in the family tree, you see. Oh, so Uncle Gordon told you about me then? Yes, Lord Gordon wanted to see you very badly. As did I. I always hoped to meet you. Oh God. As did I. I always hoped to meet you one day. I think about you, imagine what you must be like. That sounds like a totally different thing. Yeah. I was just curious, of course, that's all, since you are part of the Ankatel family. That sounded different, after all. And of course, once I actually did meet you, I found that you are both stubborn and completely unmanageable. Sure. There's no need to hide the truth, Lawrence. I think, if you think I'm wonderful, you can submit it. Quiet. Neither Edward nor Lawrence seem to know much about how Uncle Gordon died, do they? I guess William really does hold the key and try unraveling this mystery. There's something troubling you, my lady, if it's something I did. Oh, no, not you. Huh? Oh, no, it's nothing to do with you, okay? It's just when something gets on my mind, I ever had time letting go of it. That's how I am. Well, then I'm relieved to hear that I didn't upset you in any... Oh, God. Well, then I'm relieved to hear that I didn't do anything to upset you, at least. I have to say, though, it really is impossible to dig up information on William. I guess I should just ask him directly, but it's not that easy. I already asked Mr. Bland what happened, and he said that it was an accident. That's it, nothing more. If talking to people won't work, then I'll just have to think up another way of going about this. You're always so positive and forward-thinking, aren't you, Lady Amy? I really admire that. Well, this is Uncle Gordon we're talking about. I just can't give up now, can I? You should go to bed. You need your beauty sleep. Right. Oh, Edith, hold on a moment. There's one last thing I'd like to ask you. Yes, what would that be? Could you tell me where it happened? Where Uncle Gordon was when he died? Yeah, I don't mind telling you that, but may I ask why you want to know? Because I want to go there in person, or rather, I have to go there. I have to see the place where Uncle Gordon died, the place where he spent his final memories. Well, that's it for today's chapter. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. See you then. Bye.